back. So, my kitten, who knows what he did, crawled under the desk, which actually is very difficult because we set up some anti-cat wire, which is basically like a plastic, it's like a plastic, non-painful version of chicken coop wire. You don't want to brush up against it. It's got spiky bits, and it won't hurt them, but it's unpleasant, so they're not supposed to be interested in it. But somehow he found a way to get under the kitten wire and sit on a power strip under my desk that had my monitor connected to it. So my monitor went black, and I thought it was the game glitching out on me, and instead it was just that I couldn't see what I was doing. Sorry about that. Ironically, it happened as our character blacked out from too much ale, and as you may have seen in the last video, we got robbed. So I did want to read that out loud, so I'm going to go ahead and order ale again 3 times. Drink. Taste sour. Order ale. You have to do it 3 times to pass out. And it's the same throughout the game. It doesn't change based on like your stats or your vitality or anything. Although that would have probably been cute and clever. But there's really no reason to do this except to get robbed. If you wanted to get robbed, which why would you? You regain consciousness. After dusting yourself off, you check to make sure you're still in one piece. Unfortunately, you discover that while you were out, someone managed to relieve you of all your money. Now you'll have to find a way to get some money. The street is not the most comfortable place to sleep, and you have to eat sooner or later. So that wasn't very much fun. What happens if we order the troll sweat? What's that like? There you go. Smells like troll sweat. Tastes like troll sweat. By golly, it is troll sweat. And 1 troll sweat is too many. So, same difference. We wake up robbed of all of our cash. So, let us leave. I did want to order some Dragon's Breath to see what that would be like, because even though we were warned not to, but we do not have enough money. We have 13 silver and you need 25. So it is mid-afternoon on day 1, and we shall go explore outside of town. The breeze is cool, but you feel a shiver deeper than just the cold. You are on your own in a very dangerous place. The carved wooden sign reads Spielberg. I know these graphics are dated. I still love them. I love the shading that makes the path look like an actual dirt path as opposed to just a monochrome, you know, brown stretch of pathing. This has got like shadows and shading that makes it look like a dirt path. So the path, the road from town branches here. The eastern fork is the road which brought you into this valley, and to the north is, we don't know. The late frosts of winter give way to the greenery of spring. There is the crisp smell of cedar in the air. This forest seems to be unusually still and quiet. The forest deepens north and south of you. To the east, the road twists its way up the mountain. To the west, the road is hidden by trees. You are in a clearing at the edge of the forest. The road you have been following is completely blocked by a very recent avalanche. So it's not really clear. I mean, you can glean it from what we've been seeing, but we came from that away, and the avalanche came through on our heels. We must have just missed it, possibly caused it. So now we're trapped in this valley, and we will continue to be trapped no matter how long we take to do the quest. The bright smell of fresh herbs mingles with the aroma of wood smoke as you near a hut by the side of the road. So this is pretty. We've got a garden. In front of the hut is a small garden in which grow the kinds of plants and herbs that are used for making potions. Okay, the right clicking is not working as well as I want. The house looks cheery and well kept. It has a sign of the healer above the entrance. There's a tree over here, a real big one. It's a large oak. There is a nest on a single limb that seems to reach out toward the hut. It is made of twigs, leaves, and herbs, probably stolen from the healer's garden. There is a bird-like creature sitting in the nest. Okay, so can we open the door? The door seems to be barred on the inside. Perhaps you should knock. Well, that makes sense. There's brigands running all over the place, so I'd bar my door too, I guess. You hear the inside bolt slide open. Come on in. The fragrance of the herbs mingle with some other rather pungent odors as you step into the healer's house. Lovely day, isn't it? My, you look very healthy for an adventurer. You must be new. What can I do for you? I can sell you potions if you like. I can also buy spell components if you are interested in gathering some for me. Don't mind me, I always have so much to do around here. So this says petrified icicles and greens. This and that. More this and that. Iron holder fit for a lit torch. Whatever is boiling there is either soup or some sort of potion. Ladder up to the loft where the healer has her personal quarters. No, you can't go up the ladder. I appreciate being told that. The healer is a rather motherly-looking woman with a look of vagueness that belies her shrewdness. She wears an apron over her dress and a scarf wrapped around her head. Ingredients. The Tarosar's litter box. The view from the window has been obscured by soot from the fire. Small on a prehistoric scale, but still a Tarosar. Cheesecloth, and I think that's everything. So let's talk to Healer. I'm sorry, I don't know much about that. Perhaps you should ask someone else. Okay, that wasn't very helpful. Ask about town. Doesn't know about that either. Baron? Poor man. He hasn't been the same since his son and daughter were taken from him. He was just a young, dashing man when he last rode off and never returned. The dear child, I can still picture her with her beautiful blonde hair done up in braids. She was so sweet. It's hard to believe she's gone. What about the brigands? Do they bother you? Those brutes. I'm always having to heal someone they've beaten up and robbed. I hate thieves and brigands. Okay, let's ask about the Tarosar. Don't know what else to ask. Oh, that's my pet Terry, the Tarosar. He has a girlfriend, Teresa, who has a nest in the oak outside my door. Terry keeps me company and listens to my chatter as I work. She did say that she sold potions. I make and sell healing potions, magic potions, vigor potions, and undead unguent. The potions will cost you, oh, that's nice. We get a nice little inventory there. Healing is 40, magic is 60, vigor is 20, and undead unguent is 100. What is undead unguent? Undead unguent is used to drive off the minor undead, such as zombies or floating spirits. It doesn't last long, so you should only use it when you are anticipating an encounter with such things. Okay, what about vigor? Vigor potion. The Vigor Potion is used to revitalize yourself after vigorous exercise. It helps to restore stamina. A Magic Potion restores the energy needed to cast spells. This Healing Potion is used to heal damage and keep wounds from getting worse. It has gotten pretty dangerous around here, and a Healing Potion can be quite useful in a serious situation. She also said to ask her about ingredients. I will pay you for cheetah claws, troll's beard, magic mushrooms, and flowers from Mirana's piece. Okay, that's a lot of... What about cheetah? The cheetah looks like a cross between a panther and a man. It is vicious and tough. Unless you are a very tough fighter, you had best try to get away from it. If you do manage to kill it, I will pay you 5 silvers for each claw. What about trolls? The trolls around here are tough monsters that cannot stand the light of day, and so are found at night or in caves. They are very difficult to kill, but I will pay you 2 healing potions for the beard of a troll. What about the flowers? I use flowers from Mirana's piece to the north in nearly all my potions. They have some magic of the place even when they are dried. I will pay you 5 silvers for a flask full of flowers. And she said mushrooms. I use the mushrooms from a fairy ring to make magic potions. I will pay you 1 gold for some. Okay. Oh, she posted an ad, wanted for her ring. My ring is shaped in gold, like a braid of the herb alphilas with entwined leaves. I don't know how I lost it. I hardly ever take it off. I think that's all, so we'll get out of your hair. By the way, if you happen to find your ring on your adventures, I lost my favorite gold ring. I will give a reward to the one who returns it. It is almost sunset. What do we want to do still? We need to start thinking about a place to sleep. So let's go north to this castle. Nice shiny castle up here. Open gate. Oh, who's there? Come out and show yourself. Sorry? Are you speaking to me? Yes. Sorry, I wasn't listening. Could you repeat yourself? Could you open the gate, please? Very well. Well, that was easy enough. The castle looms over the gatehouse and looks rather impressive. Look at guard. You can't see much of the gatekeeper over the battlements. Ask about castle. This is the castle of the Baron Stefan von Spielberg, lord of this valley. Okay. I hear he has a missing son. The Baronet Barnard von Spielberg was a proud young man with the dark hair and eyes of his father, the Baron. He rode off one morning, and his horse returned without him. The horse had been raked by the claws of some large animal. There is still a reward offered for the safe return of the Baronet, but I fear he is dead. That sucks. What about his daughter? Elsa von Spielberg was a lovely young child with braided brown hair and bright blue eyes like her mother, the Baroness, used to have. A large winged creature flew over the castle walls, grabbed Elsa, and vanished before the guards could fire upon it. We searched everywhere for her, but to no avail. Even the jester Yorick joined the search for her. The Baron sent a troop of guards to storm Baba Yaga's hut, but I think their skulls sit atop her fence now. Elsa von Spielberg would be about 18 now. The Baron von Spielberg lost most of his guards trying to defeat Baba Yaga. Wow. The powerful ogress Baba Yaga is the cause of all the Baron's misfortune. She is a vile creature who knows much magic. Do you know anything about magic? I wouldn't know much about that. My lord sees no one since the loss of his son and daughter. That didn't really have anything to do with the town, but, what else? Brigands. There are now too few guards to take out the brigands who still rob our people and drive away the traitors. They hide somewhere near the edge of this valley. What about rewards? There is still a return of 50 gold offered for the safe return of the Baronet and Elsa von Spielberg. For the capture or death of the brigand leader, there is the reward of 60 gold and the title of Hero of the Realm of Spielberg. Is there any work around here that's cheaper than that? The stable keeper could use a strong young person to clean out the stable. It does not pay much, but it is good, honest work. If you would like to take the job, just ask me to open the portcullis. You already have, so thank you. Where is this stable? Here is the stable. The castle stable looks like it holds about 6 horses. It could use some cleaning up. The Baron was once known for his many fine and noble steeds. Whoops. Only a few aging animals remain in his stable. Can we pet the horse? Nay, says the horse. Give apple to horse. Feed horse. Okay. You looking for some work? That's what I'm asking you about, Nimrod. Yeah? Good. Come in here and take a rake. Okay. We're mucking stalls. Oh gosh, it's nighttime. The stableman hands you some coins and says, now you're 5 silvers richer. And then he leaves. And we're not stealthing anymore. So how are we doing? We've got 16 stamina. Our strength has gone up. Our stealth has gone up a little bit from sneaking around. So what time is it? The night is still young on day 1. Well, can we sleep here? Stable looks much better since you cleaned it. Sleep on hay. You curl up on some clean hay and get some rest. Hey, awesome. You awake as the sun begins to rise. It is a rude awakening, however. What do you think this is, a rest home? Get to work now. Okay, well, at least we make money for it. And it's good for our muscles. Did we gain any stats for that? We're tireder. Our vitality went up a little bit. Let's ask him about the stable. Don't tire me out with a bunch of questions. I don't need your comments either. Can't you see what a hard life I have? Ask about Baron? Just get out and wander around. You'll find out. Horses? These horses, they act just like animals or something. Okay, you're not going to be any help, are ya? Fine. But we have a little bit more money. And this is a door. You face the main doors of the Baron's Keep. No one enters the castle without the Baron's permission. The Baron sees no one. Okay, can I get in? Knock on door. There is no response. Open door. No one enters the castle. The Baronet Bernard von Spielberg is missing. The Baronet's daughter has been gone for years. It is not our place to answer questions. Okay, you guys aren't very chatty. This is the barracks area. The building's appearance is deceptive. It evidently extends well into the castle wall. From your present vantage point, the barracks looks like it could house some 60 guards. Probably doesn't have that many, though. Go away. This is just the barracks for us guards. I'm not here to answer your stupid questions. Go talk to Carl the gatekeeper. He talks to anyone about almost anything. Okay, we'll go talk to Carl. Oh, who is this? Ah! Look at man. The man has the muscles of a trained athlete and is apparently quite skilled with the sword. Talk to man.
If you are addressing me, sir, you must respect me enough to address me to my face.
Okay.
Please don't bore me, young adventurer. Ask about something interesting to me.
Okay, ask about you.
I am the weapon master. The sword is the finest of all weapons. It requires an equal measure of skill and strength.
Okay.
Fighting is both an art and a skill. It is a skill in the use of the muscle strength and agility's control. It is an art in the outwitting and outmaneuvering of the opponent. I, of course, am a most skilled artist. Do you fight?
Yes.
I am a skilled teacher as well as a skilled fighter. For a mere gold coin, I will be glad to give you some practice and some pointers on how to better your skills. Will you pay for a lesson?
Okay. You pay the weapons master's price and then...
I salute you. En garde.
And the lesson begins. Okay, You were so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. The lesson wears you down and you become exhausted.
Even as we fought, I could detect your skills improving through practice. It was most prudent that you should give in to my superior skill. If you would like a stretcher, my weak, tired friend, you seem a shadow of the person who began this little lesson. Should we meet again, I would not be adverse to another go-around. Farewell, friend.
So yeah, we have no stamina left. We're tired. But our strength and our dodge ability went up. Not our weapons use or parry, unfortunately. So do you remember when I said that the fighter could do things that the mage and thief can do, but the mage and thief can't do things the fighter can do, or all the things? This is one of them. In order to fight the weapons master, you do have to have a sword. Which you can't buy in town. You can buy daggers, but not a sword. So only the fighter can fight the weapons master, which to me was kind of an oversight if they wanted to... Why can't I buy a sword? If you drop your sword or throw it away, you can't ever get your sword back? That's silly. Okay, rest. After 10 minutes rest, you feel better. After 10 minutes rest, after 10 minutes rest, after 10 minutes rest, after 10 minutes rest, and now you're too impatient to rest. So we got about half of our stamina back, which is not as much as we would like to get back, but we're too impatient to keep resting, which is a little annoying because there are going to be times when we want to rest to take down the clock, and we won't be able to. Quest for Glory 2 solves that problem because it was probably the biggest annoyance of the game. It was nice that they figured that out. So, okay, it's day 2. It's mid-morning. What else do we do? We don't have much money. We got 10 silver for cleaning the stables twice because it was 5 silver each time. But then we spent all that silver on a single sword lesson that only brought our dodge up like 2 points. So, okay. Oh, okay, so this is the north of town. This must be that farm that Hilde was telling us about. You see a nicely manicured field. A centaur rakes the rows. The handsome centaur has a look of pride and dignity as he rakes his field. Noticing that you are addressing him, the centaur stops and gives you his attention. Go ahead, ask him something. Ask about him.
We centaurs are a very ancient and proud people. Hilde is a bright little filly. I'm very proud of her. Our stand is in the northeast corner of Spielberg. The produce is not the finest this time of year, but you will not find better than Ferdefettern fruit come harvest time. I can grow enough on this little plot to feed my family and the village. You should see this field at harvest time. I kind of feel bad walking on it, but I guess we know what we're doing. How's his leg? Hilda said that brigands hurt him or his leg? I'm afraid, well, maybe I got that wrong. Maybe it wasn't his leg. The brigands attacked me a few months ago. I am a strong fighter, and my hooves are deadly, but there were too many of them. They nearly killed me. My right leg was broken, and there is no pride for a centaur who cannot run. If it had not been for the unlikely intervention of their leader, I would be dead. What, really? We thought he was bad. The leader came up while the brigands attacked me and forced them to stop, ordering them not to hurt people from the town. Then, to my amazement, the leader gave me a healing potion and had me carried to the healer's house. It was hard to judge the leader, whose face was obscured by a large helm, but there was compassion, unlike a brigand. Was the warlock there? The healer lives just east of here. She is very skilled with potions. That was a weird story. Is there anything else we need to ask him? Maybe of the Baron? I'm sorry. I know little about the Baron and his family. Well, we'll get out of your hair then. Okay, now what? It's still mid-morning. We could go back to town. We don't really have enough money to do anything there. We could look for the healer's ring. It's kind of weird that she lost it because it doesn't sound like it's been stolen by brigands or like she's been robbed by a thief. Probably nobody could come in without her noticing because she keeps the door bolted. And there's this pretty pixelated nest right here with a bird that keeps flirping around. And didn't that nest say it was made of things stolen from the healer's garden? Now, I would like very much to climb this tree, but I can't do it. It takes a lot of skill and practice to climb this tree, and we don't have any climbing skill at all, and we can't make it better. So, there's nothing we can do about that. Oh, I saw a shiny flicker. Yeah, there's a ring in there. There's nothing we can do about it just yet. So that's just gonna have to wait. I don't suppose that oh, there seems to be a fox north of the road. Help me, brave and kind hero. It talks. The fox seems to have a foot caught in a trap. My foot is caught in this cruel trap, and I am in great pain. Surely you could take a minute and set me free. Well, sure, we can free a fox. You spring the trap. In exchange for your kindness, I will give you some advice and a bit of information. First of all, it sometimes pays off to be polite, even to rude people. As for the amusing tidbit, Baba Yaga put an enchantment on the Baron's daughter some years back. To break the spell, you need to talk to the Dryad. Au revoir, ta-ta, see you sometime. And he ran off. The trap appears to be caught on something. Can we destroy trap? Take trap? You can't pull it loose. Okay. Well, that was weird. We talked to a talking fox. And he said that Baba Yaga put a spell on the Baron's daughter, the little girl we're looking for. And that the Dryad knows how to break the spell. But we don't know any Dryad.
I don't suppose there's anything to be done at town right now. Okay, just checking on you. Everybody okay? Good, good. Let's go south. Whoa! Kill it, 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 kill it. That was stressful. We lost a lot of hit points. Our vitality and weapon use went up. Let's search the body. Maybe it has like gold or something. You search your opponent. What a waste. No treasure. Well, that sucks. Whew. Okay. Well, quick, run. Run. I don't want to fight another one. Ah. Oh, hello. The roar of the waterfall fills your ears, and the cold spray dampens your face as you approach. Is it gone? It's not going to come after us? Okay. So this is pretty. A river plunges for more than 100 feet down the face of a cliff. A doorway has been built into the side of the cliff. The door is built into the face of the mountainside. You suspect that the person who lives behind it treasures privacy. It's a large door. It must open pretty wide. Can we climb? Nope. The rocks are too slick from the spray of the waterfall for your limited climbing skill. Can we drink the water? You take a drink of water from the icy mountain river. It refreshes you. The water seems to be trying to fly as it leaps from the mountain above. Oh, remember it said that the baronet had killed a troll or something at the Flying Falls. So that must be what this is. Okay, is that thing gone? No. Ah, what is it? Look at monster. It's an ugly little goblin. Well, maybe we can kill it. Oh, we died. It was a tough battle and you lost. Never fear, all you have to do is restore your game and... What do you mean? Restore what game? Uh-oh. Okay, let's try this again. Can we rest? Okay, so that... Oops, I went in status. That got us back like 1 hit point. Okay, there's no monster. So, there's a... Look at log. The hollow log looks somberly back with its single giant eye, and you know at once that nothing is to be gained by investigating this gaunt relic of a more vertical past. They did a good job of putting in things to make the forest more navigable, so it isn't all just one undifferentiated maze. But I know that it was hard as a kid to believe that there's nothing going on with that log, because it looks like, you know, it's something that you should be searching or looking in, but nope, there's nothing in it. And then, oh, this is pretty. The late frosts of winter give way to the greenery of spring. There is the crisp smell of cedar in the air. This forest seems to be unusually still and quiet. It's the beautiful Spieglesea Mirror Lake. You pause for some peaceful reflection. The lake water tastes pretty good, if a bit flat. You wouldn't want to be stealthy here. A walking pace is much more appropriate for enjoying the majestic beauty of this scene. I don't know why they... Oh, because then they would have had to draw the reflection for stealthiness, and that was probably just more trouble than it was worth. So, I didn't know that. For a long time, I was like, why can't I stealth here? But because it would have made the designers and artists unhappy. So, fair enough. Stealth again. We're still not very good at stealth, although 15 is way better than 5. But eventually we will be stealthy enough that we can hide and the monsters won't see us. We'll hide in bushes and stuff until they pass. There's a man by the gate. Bruno is a big and tough fighter. He's also very adept at throwing daggers. Bruno hangs around the town gates. He will sell information. You talking to me? What's in it for me? If you give me a silver, I might have a bit of info you can use. I think we're about to get shook down, but we'll give a silver. For another silver, I can tell you about where to go to find the Baron, Baba Yaga, or some goblins who have a lot of treasure. So if you want some information, hand me some cash. Well, we already know where to find the Baron. So ask about Baba Yaga. She's an ugly hag who knows some magic. She lives in a weird house. Her place is due west of the Baron's place. Can't miss it. And for 2 gold, I'll tell you how to get into her hut. Well, we don't have 2 gold, so we're not going to give it to him. So, do you remember a couple of videos ago where I said there was information in the user manual that you couldn't get in-game? There is a reference in the user manual to if you're a thief and you graduated from the thief portion of the Heroes Correspondence course, then you were taught a special thief's sign that you can make with your hands, your body language. The fellow thieves will know that you're safe and appropriate to talk to. And I think the manual even says something like, if you ever meet a shady character, you should give them a thief's sign. Well, you wouldn't know that if you know, at no point when you play a thief does the game say, by the way, you have to read the user manual. So we're not going to pay him the 2 gold because we don't have 2 gold, but we are going to make a thieves sign. Bruno nods and makes the counter sign. You need to talk to Sneak about the password. You can find him in the alley at night. Okay. Well, I would like a password, and I would like to talk to Sneak, but it's not nighttime yet. If you want a good time, try Dragon's Breath at the bar. Interesting. So we've been told by some people not to try the Dragon's Breath, and we've been told by other people to definitely try the Dragon's Breath. So somebody's not telling us the truth. Uh-oh, there's a goblin coming after us. Crap, I cannot win this one because I don't have enough hit points. We're just gonna have to avoid goblins until we can get a little bit more hit points. So let's go back to this door mystery. We can't climb it because we don't have any climbing skills. I don't have any magic that'll rip a door. Well, wait, that's not true. We've got an open spell. Cast open. The only thing you can open here is the door, and you're not skilled enough to do that. Ah, bloody heck. Can we cast it over here? You don't see anything closed. How am I supposed to practice it if I can't? That's annoying. Okay, well, I did say that there weren't any puzzles that needed climbing. And I think I said that usually climbing puzzles can be solved with magic or throwing. That sounds like something I would say. Let's get some rocks. I pick up a few small rocks. Throw rock at door. Well, you're not very good at this. You missed. Keep missing. Well, it's calming. Very relaxing to continually
Miss. Hitting the broad side of a barn, or in this case a door, with a rock. We tired ourselves out. That's something. Our throwing is up from 10 to 22. If we rest, we'll get some hit points back. What time is it? Midday, still. Yeah, health points, 13. I guess we could keep practicing our throwing. I was sort of hoping for a goblin that we could kill, and then we could get some money, if he had some money on him. Let's get some more rocks. And let's throw rock at door. Missed again. Ah, there we go. The rock makes a sharp sound as it hits the door. The rock makes a sharp sound as it hits the door. Is someone there? Oh, hello. Come right up. Just climb the ladder. Huh. I didn't know there was a ladder there. It's invisible. You can't see it. Open door. The door is securely locked. What happens if we knock on it here? Just a minute, just a minute. Okay, there we go. We moved away. If we hadn't moved away, he would have knocked us on the ground. Oh, hello. Go on in. Hello, how are you? Have we met before? I'm Henry the Hermit. That's me. Me father was an hermit. Me mother was an hermit. So it's come by the job rightly. Hey, don't get under the computer. Don't have too many visitors. Hermits, don't you? Part of the job description. I'd like to see a new face, though. Hey, get out from under there. Good to hear another speaking besides myself. So what can I do for you? Okay. This cave is cold and clammy, and it smells like mildew and wet dog hair in here. You see this shaggiest little man, you think it's a man anyway, you've ever seen. This straw is relatively fresh and looks more comfortable to lie upon than the rocks. You need to get closer to the chair. Talk to man. I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth I is. Me father was an Henry, and his 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 father was an Henry, and every one of them was an hermit. What? An hermit is one what lives alone, far away from them what talks too much or asks too many questions. Hermits are shy, quiet types what don't say much. Me brother Ari hardly says a word in a year. Me sister Hortense hasn't spoken since she was 6. I never talks at all. Yes, we hermits knows how to keep a mouth shut. Well, it's dark and damp and the waters roars, so there's not a moment quiet. The ceiling drips and the walls are slimy and it's always cold. But oh well, says I, it's home. What about the waterfall? Well, seeing as I don't get out much, I don't know. I don't have much, but what I have, and it isn't for sale. Can I ask about the ladder? I know some magic. Erasmus the wizard taught me some spells. He's what put the spell on me ladder so the brigands don't get up. Them what climbs the rocks gets a door opening in their nose. Oh. Nasty sorts the brigands is. I sees them sneaking around the woods all the time. Other than the warlock, I has nothing to do with them. What about the warlock? He's not so bad. Got a sense of humor, he has. I get the giggles just to think of him. He comes by at times to chat. Borrowed the mirror, what I borrowed from Erasmus he did. What mirror? A magic mirror of reflection it was. If you use it, when a nasty spell was cast at you, it was sent back at the one that was cast it. Do unto others, says I. Ask about Erasmus.
He's my friend, Ian Enris. Powerful wizard he is. I hear his house is something to see up north. I don't make it out much, and he's pretty busy, so I don't see him too often. But when we do get all together, you can be sure we have fun. He loves to play his games, he do. I know some magic. Erasmus the wizard taught me some spells. Ask about spells? The spells what I knows is pretty simple, but I like him. I can make me ladder show up and me door close, and even get rid of pests using the trigger spell, you see. It's a spell what sets off other spells. Like when you wants to see the ladder, you cast a trigger, and there you have it, large as life. Of course, you've got to have a spell on the invisible ladder to make it visible first, but it has its uses. I think so I have a scroll with the spell, if you be knowing some magic, that is. Yes, please. If you be wanting to learn the spell, I'll be pleased to share it to you. It's just getting molding in me hiding place. Do you want it? Yes. Let's see. How does Erasmus do it? Oh, yes. He summons it with a trigger. There he has it. Take scroll. The scroll vanishes even as you read the magical runes upon it. You now have the knowledge to cast a trigger spell. I'm gonna stand up now and leave. If you ever be needing a place to stay the night, and you're in the area, I could be willing to put you up for the night for some rations and a couple games of cribbage. Okay. Alright, so it is mid-afternoon. And we now have 2 spells. And we could actually practice that one if we wanted to. Cast trigger. Oh, there it is. And we're out of magic points. Did that give us... Okay, we went up from 10 to 13. Not a lot. Okay. So... we need for it to be night. And that still would be a ways to go. Because it's only mid-afternoon now. That is a goblin. Kill it quickly, kill it quickly, kill it quickly. We won! You search your opponent. You find 4 silver coins and carefully place them in your pouch. So, not a lot, but, more than nothing. Still mid-afternoon. Good grief. No, we don't want to fight. Okay. Everything is after us. Oops, that's another monster. We don't want to... Leave us alone. And it's always very frustrating because we can't rest even though we've got 4 health points and we really need to. But our stamina is more than half or whatever, so he doesn't want to rest. He's too impatient. Like I said, the second game will fix that. If I have a problem with the first game, it's definitely the timing and rest. Because right now, what can we do? We can't really do anything to pass the time. We could go into the forest and get killed. Go this way. Go north of town. Maybe it's less dangerous. I'm doing a look at monster because that's my early warning system. If you get, it's a program bug, then nothing's chasing you. Couldn't keep going north. Oh, hello. This ogre is in a bad mood. And big. Very big. Let's leave. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, that looked like a brigand. Uh-oh, this looks like one of the brigands that have been terrorizing the valley. Better hope his friends aren't around. Whoa. Run. Run away from the brigand. Keep running. Jerk. Sunset approach. Let's just go back to town. Screw all y'all. We're just gonna run home crying. That's my crying impression. Okay. Oh, the sheriff is gone. That makes sense. It's sunset, so, you know. So, he said to talk to Sneak in the alley at night. And it's not night. And we don't know how to... The little lady is gone too. Again, I guess that makes sense because it's sunset. We don't know how to make night come any faster. Maybe we can get some food while we... Oh, there's somebody here. The merchant is a rather fat man with a small mustache and a beard. He wears a turban. Hi? Oh, it is indeed sad and dangerous times we live in, when a man who struggles daily to keep from starving should be robbed of all his earthly possessions. Okay. I am sorry, but I'm much too broken to talk about such things right now. I have lost everything. I assume you're the merchant. I am Abdullah Du, son of Ali, grandson of Hassan, and formerly master merchant of Shapir. Now I am but a penniless burden upon my friends. You were robbed by the brigands, huh? 2 weeks ago, I was about to become wealthy beyond my dreams. I, Abdullah Du, would be the first merchant into the valley this year, but my life was shattered by those vile brigands. The band of brigands ambushed us just as we crossed the path into the valley. They first used some magic which blinded us. Then they overwhelmed my 6 guards and my assistants. All of my trade goods were taken from me right before my very eyes. Why the brigand leaders spared my life, I do not know. I am now but a beggar, living off the generosity of my friends. Oh, well, tell you what. Can I have some food, please, Seema? Thank you, Seema. So I'm gonna give the food to Abdullah. The merchant consumes your meal in record time. He then proceeds to finish your drink in one gulp. Your kindness overwhelms me. I can tell you will someday be a great hero. Now you will have a secret. Among the items they stole from you was a magic rug. I alone know the words to command it. If you help recover my treasure, I will take you, Shamin, and Shima back to our land by way of the flying carpet. Shapir needs powerful heroes too. Well, that sounds good. Can I eat my meal? It's gone. Okay. Well, we're just gonna leave for now. Thank you. It's nice to meet you. So I'm very vexed that it's not nighttime yet. Oh, the farmer's market is been cleaned out. I guess Hilda's gone back home to be with her father. Because I very much did want to go into the alley and talk to Sneak and show him the thief sign while as part of this video. But we're coming up on the hour mark, and I don't think we're just going to have to grind out the time. And that is, like I said, if I have a criticism of the game, it would be the fact that there's not a good way to accelerate time when you want to. Later in the game, this will be a little bit easier because you'll have enough money to buy health potions, for instance. So you can go find something to kill it to kill time. Ha 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 ha. And the only reason we can't do that right now is, well, a couple of things. For one, since we don't have climbing skills, we can't, there's not an easy way to get back into the town at night once the gates is closed. There's only a few times that we need to be in town at night once the gate is closed, but those times make it a little bit annoying if you're playing the fighter path to not have climbing. Not a huge barrier, but annoying. So for the few times that we need to be in town at night, once the gate's closed and it's nighttime, it's annoying that we can't just go make it nighttime by fighting monsters and then just come back and climb into town the way a thief would. Fighters can't do that because we don't have climbing skills. But later in the game, if we want to pass the time, like I said, we'll just go find something and kill it, and that'll pass plenty of time. The big reason we can't do that was, well, one, I wanted to be in town when night fell, and two, we can't go find things right now because we're glass. We have glass bones with our 6 health points. We would die instantly. And later in the game, we'll have money and health potions and money to buy health potions with, and we should never want 4 health points. So, gosh, this is driving me nuts. So basically all we can do is just walk back and forth and wait until night falls, which is very annoying. What if I run? Would that tire me out more? Because running does take stamina. We're doing like laps around town. Nice. Okay, that's gonna at least take stamina so we can rest. And the resting makes the evening come faster. This is why you don't skip leg day, bro. Just running around like wild. Ah! Oh, here we go. Okay, so it is now nighttime. Came on fast, didn't it? Dark out there. Okay, there's some kind of light in the alley. What's going on there? It's very dark, but you can see something shining on the ground at the far end of the alley. Let's go check it out. This place seems sinister at night. You see a strangely glowing object at the far end of the alley. Look at light. Look at glow. Slink says, that coin light spell gets him every time. See that dagger? The next one is centered on your back. Give Sneak there your cash, and you walk out of here. It's a simple trade. Your life for your money. So we're going to make Thieves' sign as quickly as we can. You mean to say that the first customer we've had in months is a fellow thief? And here I thought we were going to make some money. You had better check in at the Thieves Guild before you get in trouble for practicing without a license. Find Crusher in the tavern and give him the password. The password is Deutschmark, which I'm going to have to write down. In some versions of the game, the password is randomly generated from a list of, I don't know, several options. Now go away before I forget you made this sign and I make you pay anyway. And so you actually do have to make the sign, which you wouldn't have known to make, okay, if the if the user manual hadn't mentioned there's a thief sign, you should totally make it to, because there's nothing in the game prior to that point that tells you, or up to that point, or anywhere, nowhere at any point says you should make the thief sign at Bruno and talk to him to go to Sneak to get the no. So we now have a password to go talk to the Thieves Guild. And this is almost exactly 1 hour mark, so I'm gonna pull it in here, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you so much for coming along. Once again, this is Quest for Glory 1, as you can see up there at the top of the screen, and my name is Anna Mardal. I will see you later in the next video. Bye-bye!